Today is Friday. Woohoo! We finally made it through another week together. But today is Friday, March 27th, 2020. Almost approaching the end of March. And what a March it has been. We are actually today not going to be teaching a lesson. We are going to be reviewing everything that we have learned so far because today is a topic 11 assessment. Now, you know me, I don't like to call it a test or an assessment. I like to call it a show me what you know because this is your time to show me what you have learned about our topic. Now, remember, our topic for the entire unit that we've been going over is using models and strategies to subtract tens. Now, we talked about models. We talked a lot about those yesterday and how that we can model our thinking by showing what we are using to solve the equation and the strategies. And we've learned 5 different strategies. So out of all 5 of those strategies, surely we can come up with the correct answer to the equation. So let's go over some of these strategies. Like I said, this is not going to be a very long video just because I'm not teaching you anything new. I'm just going to get you ready for the test. Now, parents, make sure that your children do the assessments today. There's 2, okay? There is one assessment that is going to be a show what you know about the strategies. There's going to be another assessment. It's called a performance assessment. Okay, so that's really where they're going to be applying these strategies to real world situations. Okay, and they're both going to be online on Pearson. Okay, so make sure they do both assessments because both of those are going to be graded. Now, let's look at our strategies. We have our base 10 blocks. We have our base 10 strategy. So we talked about how that we could draw out our base 10 blocks. Now it says to subtract tens, so we're not going to worry about these dots right here. We're just going to talk about the straight lines that represent your tens. Okay, so base 10 blocks could be a way to model or show what you are doing to solve the equation. We also have a 100 chart. Now remember the 100 chart? We start with the whole, the biggest number, and then we go up by tens because we're subtracting. So we're going up, okay? And then we have the open number line. Now remember, on an open number line, when you're subtracting tens, you're going to start on the right and jump back that many tens it tells you to subtract, okay? So you start with the whole on the right and jump back that many tens. Now, on think addition to solve subtraction, we worked with that yesterday where that we took the part that we knew plus the part we didn't know equals the whole. And so instead of counting backwards on an open number line, we took the number we start with and seen how many jumps it took to get to the end, or the number that to get to the whole. I apologize. We know what number we started with, and then we jump to get to the whole, which is the last number that we stop on. And that many jumps is how many tens that is your missing part. Okay? And then mental math. Now, mental math is something that we talked about when we're just subtracting 10 from a number. Now, as you get better with subtracting tens and counting backwards by tens, you could subtract multiple tens. But for right now, in this topic, we just talked about subtracting 1 10. But if you want to challenge yourself, you can subtract 2 tens or 3 tens or 4 tens. Now, when you're doing it mentally, you're not using pencil, you're not using paper, you're not using these 10 little guys, okay? Even though that's pretty easy when you're counting by tens to use your 10 fingers. But mental math means you know in your head what family comes before another family so that you can just can't easily count backwards. Now remember, when you're doing mental math and you're counting by tens, the tens digit changes, but the ones digit stays the same. Okay, so remember that when you are counting by tens mentally, that tens digit will change, but the ones digit will always stay the same. Now I hope that going over these quickly helps you with your test. Make sure you can always go back and watch the other videos if you are having problems with one of the strategies, and practice, practice, practice. Okay, just there's some of them will tell you which strategy to use on the assessment. Some of them is going to let you choose. So if you really like to use a 100 chart, or you really are comfortable with open number lines, or maybe you've really been practicing counting by tens and you want to use mental math, use what works for you. Okay, but good luck. I think that you guys are going to do awesome. And based on the work I've already seen turned in, you guys are doing a wonderful job. So, next topic is going to be a really fun one. It's really different than what we've been doing. And so, I look forward to doing that with you on Monday. But good luck with your test and have a great weekend.